بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد قد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الأمي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Inshallah, in the short time that we shared today, I want to speak upon a very important topic, which is a topic which has been reoccurring over and over, but it's so important that the more we talk about it, it's still less. And this is regarding the ta'aleem and the tarbiyah of our children and the education. This is something which is of utmost importance, and we have to give this out of the many topics that we can discuss about in gatherings and majlis. This is one of the most important topics that a person should talk about and understand and learn about, the ta'aleem and the education of our children. Allah Ta'ala give all of us tawfiq to understand this importance. Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Ashiq Ilahis Buland Shahri Rahmatullah Alayhi has mentioned that many people, they don't pay attention to the tarbiyat of their children. Tarbiyat means upbringing, that how you nurture your children, how you bring them correctly as you grow and know. What they do mainly is they remain engrossed in their own activities, and their children are on the streets outside. So they themselves are busy with their own friends, doing this, that, the other, and the children are roaming the streets, doing what they want to. Halanki, although the parents provide food, clothes, mashallah, they give warmth, they give drinks, everything to their children. They don't deprive them of any materialistic benefit whatsoever, but they don't pay any attention whatsoever to the tarbiyat and the inner selves and the moral training of their children. This is depriving the children of the good of this world and the hereafter. Allah Ta'ala safeguard us from this. So Hazrat Rahmatullah Alayhi Mufti Sahib mentioned a few examples. He says there are those children whose parents have left them to rack and ruin. That chord of us, I can't manage them. It's difficult, I've tried, I've given up, I can't bother with him. Better, there's a PS4 controller, there's the iPad, ab janu aapa kaam jane. Given up on them. To rack and ruin. We don't care at all whatsoever. We feel I haven't got the energy in me, I can't be bothered, it's not my responsibility, I come back from work, I'm too tired. Why should I spend my time explaining to my children? Why should I sit down as a family unit and bit by bit explain tarbiyat and lessons of life to my children? I can't do this. This is one category. Number two categories of those people who are, mashallah, pious people, who pray namaz, who go in jamaat, who have ta'alluq with mashayikh, who go for umrah, who by the outside, namaz, roza, zakat, zikr, everything inside, and good deendar. You look at them in the masjid, very pious people, very punctual with the namaz. They know what adab is, they know what akhlaq is, but they are so busy in their own deeni pursuit that they don't give any time to their children. This is the second category of people. Khud to both neck hai, they do lots of good things themselves. You can't even raise a finger at them in their piety and their taqwa levels, in their akhlaq and adab. But they are so absorbed in this that the children are deprived from their affection or from ta'aleem and tarbiyat. These are also examples we see in society around us. Allah safeguard us from such a thing. Then Hazrat mentioned a third type of people. Rahmatullah Alayhi Mufti Muhammad Ashiq Ilahi Sahib Buland Shahri says that there are so many other people who do pay attention to the children, very particular about their children. But that is only regarding the education of dunya and not regarding the ta'aleem of Islam. Full concern. मैं आपको एक मिसाल से समझाऊं. असातिज़ा बैठे मदरसे के यहाँ. स्कूल की छुट्टियां होंगी तो एक महीने पहले बताएंगे स्कूल वालों को कि मेरा बेटा फलां फलां पाकिस्तान जा रहा है, तो ये है वो है. मदरसे की बारी आती है तो जिस रात को फ्लाइट होगी उससे एक दिन पहले बताएंगे मदरसे वालों को कि मेरा बेटा कल पाकिस्तान जा रहा है. This shows the difference of mindset what deen means to us or what dunya means to us. So if you, as a parent, if you have put that understanding of madrasa in your child's life, how can he prosper Islamically? If you yourself are not allowing him to realize the importance of what madrasa is. But that's a different topic, I don't want to go into too much detail. So they don't teach them about Islam and they let them do so much they want in dunya. And Hadra mentions that baaz bache, they reach the age of 20 and they can't even pray the kalima properly. They reach the age of 20 and they can't pray the kalima properly because the parents haven't cared about their tarbiyat and ta'aleem Islamically. They remain ignorant of salah, its faraiz, wajibat, Islamic aqaid, and that of their own deen. But these such parents, and there's many examples of such parents, they spare no pains in teaching them the customs of modernity, its modes of dress and styles of entertainment and religious practices. Bachiya 20 saal ki ho jati hai, and we feel happy when your daughter is not wearing hijab. Your daughter is wearing jeans, top, t-shirt, tight clothing, and the parent doesn't care what she is wearing. And they think, mashallah, my daughter is modern. She's in a university, she's in a college, and she's in an environment that if she wears hijab, maybe people will look down upon her, etc. And they feel happy, and they feel that my daughter has become modern. This is our condition now. और ये एक दो घरों की मिसाल नहीं है, ये सैकड़ों घरों की मिसाल है. And we don't even feel, okay, look at my daughter, how she is dressed, how she is walking in front of the mahram in the house, how she is walking amongst other people in the street. We don't feel anything because the Rasulullah said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, إذا فاتك الحياة فافعل ما شئت. जब हया ही खत्म हो जाए जो करने कर डालो. हया ही खत्म हो चुकी है, बेहया बन चुके, बेशरम बन चुके हैं. You don't feel anything. And this is our condition. Allah safeguard all of us. इसका वबाल खुद वालिदैन पर पड़ता है. The parents will suffer the consequence of this in this world and the hereafter. And the hereafter. How much ta'aleem should we give? Never mind if your child is, or your son or your daughter is a teenager. Imam Nawawi says in his Sharhat ke, alal ab, upon the father, ta'deebu waladi, the tarbiyat of his child, wa ta'aleemihi, and to educate him, ma yahtaju min wadhaif ad-din, amongst the basic requirements of deen. What is a hasiyat? He says, wa hada ta'aleem wajibun alal abi. This is wajib, compulsory upon the father to teach his children basic etiquette of Islam. وَسَائِرُ أَوْلِيَائِهِ, and upon all the guardians, قَبْلَ بُلُوغِ السَّبِيِّ وَالسَّبِيَّةِ, before that child even becomes baligh. So before your child, your son or daughter has become baligh, it was your responsibility, wajib, compulsory upon you to teach them deen in your life. Ab khud andaza laga lijiye, you look into your life, I look into my life. How many of us as parents, as fathers and mothers have taught our children deen? How many of us taught them deen? And just, I repeat it over, you probably heard me saying this over and over, these rhetorical questions. When will we do this? When is the last time as a family you did something Islamically? When the last time you made your child, your son might pray Quran himself, but when did you sit with him and pray Quran with him? When did you sit and do Fadail Amal Ta'aleem with him? When did you do Fadail Sadaqat Ta'aleem with him? एक माहौल ही नहीं है घरों में. So Hazrat Mufti Zubair Sahab Bayato mentions that our homes have become like hotels and motels. Our homes have become like hotels. क्या मतलब? बाप आता है घर से काम से, भाई खाना लेकर आओ. Put the TV on, remotes on, TV table पर बैठ, he's eating his own food. He's finished, he lies down on the couch. The daughter soon will come, chalo let's eat. They're sitting separate eating, phones here, iPad here, they're eating, fork, knife on the table, nice and easy. Mother is on talking with her friends in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, she's eating her own food. One's coming this time eating and going out, one's coming that time eating and going out. He says, what kind of a house is this? Ye kaisa makaan hai? This is like a hotel, like a restaurant. Jo aata he comes, bhai ye khana lekar aao, they put it down, they eat, they go, they eat. Be that etiquette of Islamic tarbiyat, sitting down as a family unit, washing your hands, sunnah position, sitting on the floor and eating as a family unit, how many homes still have that left inside? You probably count them on your fingers, how many homes have manners of eating. This is just one example. ऐसे कितनी मिसाल होंगे कि and then we expect our children to do something for us Islamically. You expect that child to pray for you after you die. You expect him to become your sadaqah jariyah and isal swab for you after you die. But ye kham khabi. This is all just a dream. We live in a dream world. They won't do nothing for you after you leave this world. They won't even look towards your qabr because you've done nothing for them Islamically. You haven't even told them the method of namaz janaza. हमारे कितने बच्चे हैं जो 20-30 साल के होंगे? Have you ever asked them what's namaz janaza? कि बच्चा अगर मैं कल मर जाऊं, if I die tomorrow, do you know how to pray for me? Do you know how to do salat namaz janaza for me when I die? We don't even know this. We haven't even taught our children this much. So how can I expect my child to do something for me after I leave this world? Allah Ta'ala safeguard all of us. Give us tawfiq to realize. Like I said, this is the most important topic. Most important topic. More than you giving sadaqah, more than you praying tahajjud, more than you doing zikr, more than you staying in masjid from maghrib to isha, more than you going hajj, umrah in the path of Allah, anything, you look after your children first. This is the most important zimmah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Allah will question you regarding your child on the day of Qiyamah. Okay, this is amanat, a trust I gave to you. What did you do with this trust? And मैं minbar पे बैठा हूँ, I'm sitting in masjid, without any exaggeration. Allah is shahid, Allah is witness to this. And I will not exaggerate. There are so many children involved in sins inside their home. Allah's qasam, their parents don't know. Their parents haven't got a clue what their children are doing. And as being imam of masjid and ulama of society, we get emails and phone calls. We get texts given to us. A certain boy came, Mawlānā, I'm in love with a certain girl. And we are doing everything that couple does except we haven't got nikah done. Teenagers, high school children, college children. And their parents, mashallah, 5 times namazi in masjid. And they say, no, Mawlānā, my son, my daughter can never do such a thing. And there is the proof in front of us that this is what the child is doing. Khud to dinar ban chuke hai, but we haven't given a single care towards our children. And this is a big khatra. You're depriving them of deen in this world, and you're depriving them of barakat in the hereafter. Rasulullah said in the hadith sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But before I come to that, here Hadrat mentioned by saying, the strange thing is that parents look at their sons and daughters and feel how happy they are looking modern. कि देखो कितने modern हमारे बच्चे बन चुके हैं, and how they're becoming part of an advanced culture. They do not think about the fact that they have ruined their children's akhirat. And the children have become addicted to bad deeds and have remained ignorant of Islam. No ilm on Islam. Nothing regarding Islam. And हम देखें माशाल्लाह मेरा बेटा डॉक्टर बन रहा है, मेरी बच्ची engineer बन रही है, ये हो रहा है वो रहा है, and they don't know nothing about Islam. Rasulullah said in the hadith sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Mishkat Sharif and Tirmidhi Sharif hadith, without doubt, bila shubha, it is better that a man teaches his child adab. Listen very carefully to this hadith. And those mothers listening at home, listen very carefully. It is better for a man to teach his child adab than that he gives a sa'a, unit of weight in charity. If you have a choice of spending or building a masjid, if you have a choice of spending for the cause of Allah, hundreds of thousands of pounds and doing lots of charity work, or teaching your child one adab, Rasulullah said alayhi salatu wasalam, it's better for you to teach your child one adab than spending hundreds in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the importance of ta'aleem and tarbiyat. This is the importance of ta'aleem and tarbiyat. It's not the job of the teacher in the madrasa. It's not their job. They've got a set syllabus to teach your child. That's just for 2 hours during the day. Teaching deen is your job. Your job is to teach them deen. In the olden days, what was the child's first madrasa? The lap of the mother. There was no need for teachers because every mother, every father themselves was a teacher and a shaykh. Over time, when people got into jobs and he's working, she's working, this problem, this responsibility, this role, this ye kaam, wo kaam, then they made a set system. Okay, now the children will go to this madrasa. Halaki before it was the mother's lap who was the first madrasa. Our mothers don't know nothing about deen themselves. They can't pray Quran themselves. Look at all of our akabir. Who was behind all of them? It was the mothers. Qadi Sanaullah Pani Pati Rahmatullah. One day, somebody came in front of him and began doing his ta'rif. Hazrat, you're such a great person, such a great person. You wrote tafsir al-Madhari, 12 jild, massive tafsir. what a great person. And his mother was behind, listening behind the parda. She said, don't do his tarif, do my tarif. I am the one who did his tarbiyah, no bring in. If it wasn't for me, he would not be who he is today. Imam Bukhari became Imam Bukhari, how? Because of the dua of his mother behind him. Behind every great man is his mother's influence. Hazrat Imam Shafi'i, behind him was his mother's dua. Imam Bukhari, behind him was his mother's dua. Imam Abu Hanifa, behind him was his mother's khidmat and dua. Look at the waqiyat. Hazrat Mawla Ilyasa, behind him was his grandma's dua. She would say, Mawla Ilyasa, when you walk past, Allah's qasam, I can smell the fragrance of Sahaba coming from this young boy. There's a mother's dua behind, their tarbiyyat, their fikr, their concern. But our mothers, they don't care. They're busy watching this drama, watching that drama, watching this film, talking to that person. Phone khatam, ek bell khatam hoti nahi, dusra phone aa jata. Did one conversation not finish, they talk with somebody else. That is, they finish, something else is happening. And the children are left there, starving for affection, starving for this muhabbat and uns. Why did Hazrat Mawlānā Abdullah Kapodri Sahib, rahmatullahi, a great leading Shaykh of dāmat in Gujarat, he did a survey when he came to England, and he said, according to my survey in the 1990s, he said, approximately 15,000 children from the age of 9 and 12 are suffering from depression. Muslim or non-Muslim. And then he said, when the people asked me, Hazrat, what's the reason behind our children at the age of 9 to 13 suffering from depression? He said, ye pyar aur muhabbat ke tarse hue hai. They are looking for love and affection inside their home, and the parents can't give it to them because they've got their own issues to deal with. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Is there anybody more busy than him? Is there? Has the world produced anyone more busy than Rasulullah? 23 years to spread this message to the whole four corners of the world. No one was as busy as him. But what would he do when he saw children? He would stop everything. He would give him bayan in Masjid Nabawi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And Sahabas, Jamaat in front, Khulafai Rashideen, Badriyin, all these big Sahaba, Ahl Bayt. And Hassan Hussein would come walk in the masjid. And they're pulling the hat of one Sahabi, pulling the shamla, the pagdi of the another Sahabi, flicking the ear of one Sahabi, running. And Rasulullah is talking Quran and Sunnah from the mimbar of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He stopped his bayan. He went to the children, he picked them up and sat them next to him, to show the ummah that this is how much affection the children should be given. And then at home he would become like on his knees and his hands, he would imitate like an animal. And he would say, climb on my back and let me play with you. And he would play with the children. And people will be left scratching their heads, who is this man? He is the man who has seen Allah with his eyes. He's been to Jannat and Arshi Allah, and look how he's behaving with the children. This is what is demanded from us. But we don't have that inside our hearts. One person, once a child came, Rasulullah lifted the child up, kissed the child, sat him on his lap. One man is watching, Ya Rasulullah, did you just kiss that child? He said, yes, I did. Allah's qasam, I have 10 sons. I've never kissed a single one of them in my life. He said, what can I do if Allah Ta'ala has taken rahmat out of your heart? You have no love and affection inside your heart? Khairul ashghal tahdhibul atfal. The best job, profession in this world is to make your children good humans and Muslims. This is the saying of the ulama. Rasulullah told us in one hadith sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and 3 things that we should try to do from today. There's so much, this topic is so big, there's so much to discuss in this, and once I start and you realize I'm going off my topic because I get very attached and I get emotional on this topic, because you see daily how parents are failing as parents. How they are failing as parents. In madrasa system, we prepare children for, they stay with us for 7-8 years, from the age of 4, age of 12. We do everything in our power control. Teach them seerah, teach them tajweed, teach them Quran, teach them fiqh, teach them akhlaqiyat, teach them adab, teach them Quran, teach them sunnah, teach them hadith. And then we pass them back to the parents. Okay, now he's come back. Now you make sure he comes to the masjid. When you reach the age of 15, make sure he goes in Jamaat. When there's a monthly program, make sure he comes in Bayan. Parents don't care at all what's happening with their child. As Sājid are sitting here, they know how many children finish from madrasa. Where are those children? And what do? They blame the teachers afterwards. Okay, what have you taught my child? The teacher spent 8 years behind your child. What have you done for your child? At the Qiyamah Kadin Wabal, this is going to be big responsibility on the parents, on their neck. Rasulullah taught us 3 principles, simple principles. If all of us go away with these 3 points in mind, inshallah, we can have some sort of effect that we will take some benefit, and inshallah we will be on the right path, and our children will not become wabali jan for us. They will become a means of success and falah and rahat and comfort for us after we leave this world. The hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu, I mentioned this one hadith and I'll finish, I will continue next week. He said, Addibu awladakum ala thalathi khisalin. Teach your children 3 manners. Pay very attention to this. Teach your children 3. I didn't say when they're young, as not just children, even until they get married, keep teaching them. Because they are your awlad, your children. Addibu awladakum ala thalathi khisal. Teach them 3 qualities. Number 1, hubbu nabiyyikum. To love your Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's the first thing you have to teach your child is better. You have to love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to fall in love with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the first adab Rasulullah taught us to teach your child. Okay, teach them who is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is his maqam? What is his status? What's his what does he mean to us? What's his position in our life? How is the qibla of our hearts? How is the reason of our living and dying? How we want to have his intercession on the day of Qiyamah. How in the qabr will be asked regarding him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How we should fall in love with him. Learn his life, his mannerisms, his effort, his da'wat, his dhikr, his Quran, everything. The whole life should be around Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first adab he said, Addibu awladakum ala thalathi khisal. Teach them 3 things. Number 1, hubbi nabiyyikum. Ab isme dekho, how much of us have failed in this? Have we ever taught our child the sunnat of eating? Have we taught our child the sunnat of sleeping? Have we taught our child the sunnats of getting changed and dressed? Have we taught our child, because so many parents sitting here, mashallah. Have you ever taught your child how to put his shoes on? What's the sunnat method of entering the house every day? What's the sunnat method of leaving the house? Because we don't know ourselves. So how can we teach our children? Then how can khair and barakat and futuhat and nusrat come inside that home? How can there be sukoon inside that house? Allah hum sabko amal ki tawfiq ata farmaye. So first is loving Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number 2, wa hubbu ahli baytihi. Make your children love Ahlul Bayt. Who is Hassan? Who is Hussein? Who is Hadra Ali? Who is Hadra Fatima? Who is Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq? Who is Imam Zainul Abidin? Who are all these great peoples, the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who is Hadra Abbas? Hadra Abdullah ibn Abbas? All these great people, they should be told ta'aleem. Ta'aleem of Sahaba inside the home. Who is Abu Bakr Siddiq? Who is Hadra Umar? Who is Hadra Fatima? Who is Hadra Zainab? All of this. Our daughters, they should be taught the seerah of the daughters of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who is Hadra Fatima, Kulthum, Hadra Ruqayya, Hadra Zainab, all of. But we don't know ourselves now. खुद हमें शौक है ना हम किसी और को कुछ पढ़ा सकते हैं. Allah में सबको समझने की तौफीक अता फरमाए. Dear brothers, like I said, this is a very important topic. The more you speak on this, it is still less. Because if our children don't be equipped with basic knowledge of deen, it will be your neck on the day of Qiyamah. They will say, oh Allah, it's not my fault. It's her fault and his fault. They did not give me time. They would go out with their friends to eat. They would spend time on their computers. They would spend time watching TV. And they send me to the madrasa. I finished the madrasa. I was still wanting more. They didn't teach me nothing. So what answer will you give Allah on the day of Qiyamah? Allah kullukum ra'in. All of you are shepherds. Wa kullukum. Everyone, Bukhari Sharif Hadith Rasulullah said, wa kullukum. Everyone, mas'ulun. Under ra'iyyatihi will be asked regarding his flock on the day of Qiyamah. Everyone will be asked regarding his son and daughter on the day of Qiyamah. Okay, what education did you teach them? What name did you give them? Who did you get them married to? What fikr did you do for their tarbiyat and the ta'aleem? And if we say, oh Allah, I didn't have time, I was busy working for their future, I was busy building kothia for them in Pakistan, I was busy amassing a bank balance for them after they graduate. This will not be acceptable in the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So number 2, وَحُبُّ أَهْلِ بَيْتِ. And the number 3, the most important one to get a person to kickstart is وَقِرَاءَةُ الْقُرْآنِ. It's the parent's job to teach your child Quran. Rasulullah told us sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَقِرَاءَةُ الْقُرْآنِ. Why? فَإِنَّ حَمَّلَةَ الْقُرْآنِ. Because the child who learns the Quran from his parents, فِي ذِلِّ اللَّهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. La dhilla illa dhillu ma'a anbiya'ihi wa asfiyaihi. Because the child who learns Quran from his parents will be under the arsh of Allah on the day of Qiyamah with the chosen people and the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the pagham of today. Come as come, try to go home. If not before, try from today. Okay, I will teach my child the love of Rasulullah. Everyone say inshallah. Okay, I will teach my child who is Rasulullah. I will learn about his life myself. We've got so many books. Babe, we read so much on the phone. We watch so much on the TV. Babe, why can't you buy a book on Sunnah? Buy a book on Sunnah. Buy something on Seerat. Teach your child something. That lesson will stay forever. They say कि बचपन की याद 55 तक रहती है. बचपन की याद 55. If you teach your child something now, even when he's 55, he'll still remember this, inshallah. But we don't teach them. ना खुद हमें शौक है ना हम दूसरों को शौक दिलाते हैं. So read about the Seerat of Rasulullah. Read Hayatul Sahaba. Read Fadhāil A'mal. Read so much books on Seerat. Allahu Akbar. There's so much books you can buy. And each time I say this and I see afterwards anyone's reaction, does anyone text, anyone ask, okay, Mawlānā, which book on Seerat? No one ever asks. No one ever asks. You think maybe through their body language, their facial expression, maybe someone's got the shauq to buy some. Nobody. I must have mentioned this, I think 100 times with the fadl of Allah. Alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah. 100 times, okay, buy books on Seerat. Since 15 years till today, no one's ever asked Mawlānā which books shall I buy on Seerat. Because we're not interested. We've got no shauq. We don't care about our children upbringing. If your child got GCSEs, we'll go to tuition. Okay, which book shall I get to help him in GCSEs? Where is the best tuition center who can help him get his degree or help her get her A levels done? Iski fikr hame kyun hai? Halaki that's not going to help you in akhirat. Doctor sahab dunya tak rehta hai. Professor sahab dunya tak rehta hai. Hafiz sahab qabr mein aur akhirat mein bhi rahega. Mawlānā sahab sirf dunya mein nahi, qabr mein bhi aur akhirat mein bhi Mawlānā sahab, balki jannat mein bhi Mawlānā sahab rahega inshallah. Because even the time will come in Jannat when all the people of Jannat will go to the ulama to ask them what's next step to do in Jannat. So, but we haven't got this shauq, we haven't got this desire, this zeal to. And Hazrat Thanvi ne ajeeb baat farmai, Allahu Akbar, Hazrat Thanvi Qurban Jawe ki taqaddus par, how great an alim he was. He said, हम क्या करते हैं कि देखेंगे हमारे 4-5 बच्चे हैं, बच्चियां हैं, तो उनमें से सब जो लायक है, सबसे जो पढ़ा लिखा, he looks clever, intelligent, इसको डॉक्टर बनाओ, इसको इंजीनियर बनाओ, इसको ये फलां फलां, और जो बिल्कुल गबी हो, बिल्कुल कुनज़ैन कहो, भाई ये किसी काम करे, इसको मौलवी बना दो, इसको हाफिज बना दो, इसको मस्जिद का मुअज्जिन बना दो. He said, if you're going to do this with your distribution, then how do you expect Islam to prosper? Someone who's kunzan, ghabi zahan, his mind, he's mentally he's not clever, sharp, alert, he's weak. You want to make him alim? And he's going to teach you deen? Halaki, the most intelligent one should be selected for deen, for your akhirat, for your deen, for your qabr. So this is our selection nowadays, and we don't care. And then parents become content, कि मेरा बच्चा बिल्कुल ठीक जा रहा है, everything is fine, everything is fine. It's not fine. Basic requirement, teach them love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Teach them love of Ahlul Bayt, teach them Quran. One hadith, final hadith Rasulullah said sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ibn Jarir Sharif, कि muru awladakum bi imtithal al-awamir wajtinab an-nawahi. Teach your children the do's of Allah and teach them the don'ts of Allah. Teach your child what is halal, what is haram. Teach your child what is haqq, what is batil. Teach your child what is correct, what is incorrect. Why? فَذَلِكَ وِقَايَةٌ لَهُم مِّنَ النَّارِ. This will become a shield for them from the fire of Jahannam. By teaching your child from young age, beta, this is halal, this is haram. And बच्चों को पढ़ाने का अजीब अंदाज है कि इसे बेटा, if you do this, Allah will be angry with you. You don't want Allah to be angry with you. Allah has His big fire. Those who is angry with, He throws them inside the fire. एक अजीब तरीका होता है बच्चों को समझाने का. And if you teach them with fikr and dihan and don and concern, your child will very quickly grasp this concept. And inshallah you will see how their life will change. Before they eat food, देखो आखिरी बात, before they eat food, say बेटा बैठो अल्लाह से मांगो कि अल्लाह मुझे खाना खिलाओ. Better make dua, oh Allah give me food, oh Allah give me food. And then say, but now eat. When you leave in the house, make dua to Allah, oh Allah make my day good. Then leave the house. When your child is going to school, teach him, better, you're going out of the house, you go to madrasa in the morning, for example, Darul Uloom, make dua. The angels spreading the wings under your feet. Make dua to Allah Ta'ala. Your dua is accepted in the eyes of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So empower them, encourage them, make them feel special, motivate them, and you will see the benefits we will reap in this world and the hereafter. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq. Allah Ta'ala give all of us tawfiq. Dekho, mashallah, ab to majma theek hai, everyone is here, elders are here, you know, our my age people, 30, 40 people. But our children, where are the children? Where are the 10-year-olds? On the weekend, how many 10-year-olds do you see? How much noise of children? There's one hadith. Okay, protect your masjid from children. Jannibu masajidakum sibyanakum. Protect your masjid from children. Which children? Those who are nappy wearing children. Those who make the masjid dirty and palit. Those who make pishabiyah. But if your child is 7, 8-year-old, what's stopping you from coming to masjid? Teach them the etiquettes of masjid. Teach them how to stand in masjid. If you don't know, when will they feel attracted to come to the masjid? Kitne hazaron ki taadad naujwan who have not seen them a whole of the masjid. And we are responsible for this. Allah give me the tawfiq. Allah Ta'ala give all of us tawfiq. This topic, inshallah, if Allah Ta'ala wills, we'll continue this next week and inshallah also the week after. So the tarbiyat and education of children is most important. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. Continue this struggle until Allah Ta'ala will favor us. Rasulullah said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that mother who does tarbiyat of her children and her face becomes black. She has black streaks on her face because of excessive staying awake, making tarbiyat of her child. Me and her will be like this in the day of Qiyamah. And he put his index finger with his middle finger together. Me and her will be kahatayn, like this. He didn't say whether the child becomes a naik or the child becomes hafiz or alim. The fact that you spend time with the child, this is what Allah wants to see. How much time do you spend with your child? You'll be like this with me on the day of Qiyamah. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq. Allah Ta'ala give all of us tawfiq. And this time and age, my dear friends, respected elders, we have to give extra time to our children. Because fitna is increasing, ideologies are changing, the mindset is changing rapidly, and we are still practicing the old game, thinking my child is fine, everything is good. It's not fine, it's not good. It's a moment of time you'll realize the thoughts and the mind pattern of your child, what's inside his mind, what's cooking inside his mind, and then it'll be too late. Allah Ta'ala protect our children, safeguard the iman, give all of us tawfiq inshallah to work hard behind them, and inshallah commit to them and make their ta'aleem and tarbiyat until we breathe our last. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.